There are many tablets, homemade remedies, balms and lotions that claim to get rid of stretch marks. Some are good, some are not so good, and worst of all, there are really expensive creams that are little more than inexpensive moisturizers. But with so many products and so-called stretch mark removal cream solutions, it is difficult to know what really works at removing and preventing stretch marks. To understand what caused this problem, you first need to know a few things about the structure of the skin and the mechanism responsible for the creation of stretch marks. The structure of the skin. As you may already know, the skin consists of the epidermis, the dermis and the subcutaneous fat. The epidermis is only a thin layer of cells on the skin surface, which represents a small percentage of its total thickness. The dermis is located between the epidermis and the subcutaneous fat and has a much greater thickness than the epidermis. It contains all the blood vessels and consists mainly of collagen and elastic fibers, which are organized in a structure that looks very much like fabric. The creation of stretch marks. If you stretch a fabric, you'll notice that in some parts of the fabric, the fibers will have gaps between them, without the fabric getting torn. The same phenomenon occurs in stretch marks. They are caused by the sudden stretching of the skin. The reasons that cause them. A rapid increase in height during puberty. B. Increase of body weight due to obesity. C. Pregnancy. The collagen fibers of the dermis become separated, forming lines on the skin surface. At the beginning, these lines have a pink-red color that occurs due to the temporary inflammation and goes away after a few months or about a year. However, the lines will remain there for a lifetime, unless you do something about it. How to prevent and treat stretch marks. Proper diet is the only factor which you can control to prevent them. Cocoa butter is considered by many an effective agent to prevent and treat them, but scientific studies have shown no evidence in favor of cocoa butter. One study found that daily use of cream Trofolastin reduced the incidence during the pregnancy. Another study tested a cream Verum and found that its use was associated with fewer stretch marks. If you have already developed them, then the available options are laser treatment, retinoids and tuck where the skin below the navel is removed, which usually has these marks. One of the recent treatments is the magic pill Resveratrol, which is beneficial in removing the stretch marks. Those who are selling it claim that it causes significant reduction in a matter of a few weeks, but the reality may be far from this marketing hype. We should wait and watch if more reliable studies are done to find out the truth. So don't lose heart, as there are plenty of options available to get rid of your stretch marks. But we would recommend proper diet and exercise during and after pregnancy to minimize those ugly marks to keep your skin smooth and beautiful as ever. That's just a small fraction of what you'll discover in. Click here to find out the #1 method to get rid of stretch marks.